Hey everyone, Zero JD here with the XBLA Fan Channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of Crimson Keep. That's supposed to be a roguelite kind of game about dungeon crawling and all that kind of stuff. First off, I'm going to tell anyone who gets motion sickness easily or has weird things with field of view, you may want to stop watching. This may be one of the first games that has made me feel funny when playing it because of there's something about it that just moves and controls weird about it. The roguelite aspects of it seem to be hey, if you beat a certain amount of enemies, you'll be able to unlock this certain skill when you start over because you die. They are randomized. Apparently there are some, the paths and dungeons seem randomized and the loot drops also seem randomized. But of course that means and this is not the good kind of randomized. I played about 4 or 5 times and I've always died because I run out of health because they don't give me enough health items. Or it's just like, hey, you're just not going to get any good drops at all. And drops seem very few and far between. So when you start, you can either be a berserker, which is a berserker, a mage, or a drifter, which is sucky. We're going to go with berserker because that's the farthest I've gotten. If you want to guess that this was a VR game at first, you would be wrong. I actually looked that up. This was never a VR game. I know it surprised me as well, but this is what the game is. You have your hotbar, you have your health in the middle, you have your experience bar at the top. Bottom right is your right trigger is your standard attack. I believe left trigger is a special ability. B is like a little dodge. Your directional pad is your consumables, and then right bumper, left bumper, and X are your, hey, let's use these items. That sword is always there, and so far I've always started in this area. They always have you destroy these barrels. You always get this bruised apple, and then you go fight this first guy, and you always get a level up. And this is the combat. Incredibly clunky and unsatisfying. These abilities up here seem locked to what they are. It's always been Venom Edge for him, Icebreaker for him, and then Charge for him. I've always taken Icebreaker here because that ability always is a one-hit kill for most enemies, or it does a ton of damage. But yeah, this little area, you kind of get introduced to most stuff. You cannot jump. Everything's told to you via these things, and here's the voice acting.
I was a guardsman all those years ago. I remember it. The Mad King Silas, sending townsfolk to their death beneath the castle, mining and searching for the lodestone that he hoped could break the curse.
Anyways, the story is that there was this like really nice little kingdom that was starting to sprout up. A evil witch lady showed up, killed the queen, turned the king crazy, made the town fight each other. The castle sunk to the ground, and that's where you're going, I guess. That's about it. So here's a secret, by the way. You just go through this rock, you get a shield. I don't really equip the shield anymore because there's often times where the enemy will just hit me even though I have the shield up, so whatever. If you wanted to equip it, you think that you could go here, click A, it says, hey, you go over to that, hit A again. No. I just dropped it. But you can't, you have to actually click it and then go all the way down and equip it here. And then if you don't want to equip it, you put it back. As you saw there, watch my health, it's 75 now. Oh, I hit the wrong button. And then it goes up to 95, but it doesn't give you more health. Also, leveling up doesn't give you more health. So let's say you had this long, arduous battle with a boss, and you kill him, guess what? And you level up, you don't get any health back. And that's what's been my undoing, is I'll kill the boss, and then I will be able to take one hit from another enemy, and then that's over. My one good one, I found this really nice Warhammer that did a whole bunch of damage. But then again, you get stuck in these animations. Like, you can't, like, once you swing, you can't move at all. So if you accidentally hit one too many times, you are stuck, and you will just get the hell beaten out of you. But there's, like, just something about how, like, everything moves, like, how his disembodied hands and, like, the field of view make me feel funny. And not good funny. And also, like, some of the enemies, like nothing looks... Oh, magic final out of nowhere. So I throw that at him. What do we get? Loaf of bread, leather bracers, and a cloth hood. So that is the most stuff I have gotten ever. So none of that really does anything for me until I have to eat, which makes absolutely no sense. That, hey, equipping armor gives you more health, but we're not going to give you that health. And here we are again. Like, everything also just looks ugly. Also, a lot of attacks sometimes are just like, you just can't avoid them at all. And the first boss is so far, the like 3 or 4 times I've gotten to him, is exactly the same. Some creepy ogre thing. It looks like that big thing I just killed, but it isn't. Maybe I should be killing everything, but again, it doesn't seem worth like the health expenditure to do it. But I've also had points where like, hey, I got to level 3, none of these skills help me. Like, hey, your magic costs less, or hey, this piercing weapon will do more damage, but you never gave me a piercing weapon. You gave me an axe, which is a slashing weapon. Oh, there's a bruised apple. We're gonna eat this. Give us 3 health. Oh, there's a little more. Like, maybe if loot drops were a little more, like, happened a little more often, it'd be nice. Take that. I don't know why he laughs when he dies, but whatever. But this is what the game's been. I haven't been able to get past the 3rd level because it just feels unfair. And nothing that actually, like, carries over feels substantial enough to be like, hey, whatever. Huh. I thought you were an enemy. Oh, well. Ah. I can't get away. Oh, I can't get out. I can't jump either. And guess what, Dad?
Yes. Die.
And that
rise again to serve.
Yeah, so that's essentially the voice acting. Let's try the mage. But yeah, I cannot recommend this at all. Also, like, I have a twig. Like, hey, you're a mage now. Here's a short sword, because that'll be helpful. Like, at one time as a berserker, I got an item that was like, hey, reduces mana cost. Or recharge your spell. Like, loot tables like that shouldn't be like that. Let's get the flame wave. Like, if I'm a mage, I should be getting the scrolls and stuff. If I'm a berserker, I should be getting healing scrolls, and not, like, wand recharge scrolls. And most of the achievements is die once, die 5 times, die 25 times, die 50 times, destroy a barrel, destroy 100 barrels, destroy 1,000 barrels. Stuff like that. It feels kind of lazy. Like, hey, there's a round shield. Like, get plus 20 health points. Oh, goody. That's going to help me so much as a mage. And so right on back down. I don't know if getting farther will unlock a shortcut, but this doesn't seem like a game that would benefit from that because you start from level 1 each time. So that doesn't feel like it means anything whatsoever. Also, if you can see here, there's a seam. My dungeon delving self was like, oh no, that's a trap. Because, you know, tripwires and stuff. Used up my entire wand. Like, and the combat's so clunky and unsatisfying. But yeah, like, I was like, hey, like, oh, it's like that's a trap, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, that's just them stitching together random pieces. But I'm gonna hit you with this stick. Yep, and I had absolutely no way to survive that because I got, as you saw, I don't want to listen, lady. I got absolutely no kind of way to like protect myself or anything like that. All right, let's start from like just this. like nothing is told to you about any of your abilities or anything that you can do. Oh, so is this just like, oh, so the Drifter, you can't do anything, whatever. It feels almost exactly the same as playing as the other classes. Oh no, I took damage. But this is Crimson Keep. I can't recommend it at all. I actually would suggest avoiding it. The achievements aren't even easy. It's not fun. Like, you can adjust the field of view, but it just... something about it just does not feel right. Here, let's just see what happens when... oh, General. Let's just jacket... oh. How far can I... 125. Go! I don't know if that did anything. The issue with that is when you hit B... it's actually, that's a little bit better. You don't look like you're like a crazy idiot with no arms. But still, that doesn't like, oh no, that doesn't fix everything with this game. I also feel like I'm going so much slower. But yeah, that's Crimson Keep, whatever. Don't buy this. I am ZeroJD, this is the XBLA Fans channel. Shut up, lady. Thank you for suffering through this with me. Check out the videos. And again, about this thing with me feeling funny, I've played stuff like Overload, Descent, Elite Dangerous, airplane games where you're spinning around like a freaking idiot. There's just something about this. Maybe it's like you don't feel attached to your arms that are moving and they're constant wobbling and all that kind of stuff. That's just weird. I know in Anthem, some people actually get motion sickness from running around the Fort Tarsis and all that kind of stuff. I don't get any of that. I don't get motion sickness on planes, cars, roller coasters, any of that kind of stuff. Seasickness, nope. This did something to me. But I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA Fans channel. Thank you very much for joining me. Check out our videos, please, and have a nice day.